And hello, everybody. Welcome. Happy Monday. Yes, we're here to rock your sacred purpose again. Today, again, all talking about awakened sales, all about increasing your sales while we deepen your awakening at the same time. I'm really looking forward to sharing this with you today. Came up with this theme, end of regulation. Just kind of came to me, and yet I was like, yeah, I've been hearing about these football games and stuff like that. I know most of you don't watch football. I didn't watch any of these games, but I was hearing about all these exciting, NFL football games. And I was just like, wow, like there was one that went into overtime and everything. And, I thought it was a cool theme with all this energy people have with football games right now to talk about how that applies, this end of regulation energy, because it said it's the end of regulation. Now we're going into overtime in the game, right? So we're going to talk about what it means that we're at the end of regulation, or we're coming to the end of that, the way things have been. Things are already starting to change. It's like this old way of operating, this old season, this old game, is coming to an end, the way we've been doing things, and the new is coming in. It's already being established, and you're a part of that. You're a part of establishing the new. You're interacting with it. You're co-creating it, so to speak, if you want to look at it that way. So what does that mean, and what is it that you need to know right now so that you can more fully wake up and, again, increase your sales? What does that mean? Increasing your sales obviously is getting new clients and making more money and all that sort of stuff, helping more people. But it's also about, really increasing your embodied power, your radiance, and allowing that to happen, not leaking your power anymore, and really holding your power and radiating it finally, at last, in your true power, your true essence, once and for all, right? Finally. Hi, Rosie. So let's talk about it today. So yeah, as these football games are going on, I heard like these were the most incredible, hey Janet, these are the most incredible football games ever for the divisional round and everything. I'm like, isn't that how it's been? Like the story of our life, the story of everything that's going on, they're all stories, remember? That all these things are happening. I hear stories from other people that watch videos about ascension and everything, and we're all about to, it's going to be this big flash of light, and we're all going to go to the other side or whatever. We're going to go with some ETs or something, and all these ideas and the stories about the way things have been and what's wrong, what needs to be changed. There's lots of stories, right? There's a lot of content, a lot of material. And just like when people actually do get immersed in things like football games, for example, and I've done it for sure, even this year for sure. So when we get into it, you can get so immersed into it, it can become almost like this real thing that we're dealing with. Oh my God, like who's going to win? Is my team going to win? Is what I believe the team that should win? Because just because they live in my town or something, they've got to win. They're the team that needs to win. Some people call that tribalism, or I don't know these days, but like you have that connection and you feel like, oh my God, if they lost, I'm so upset, I'm so depressed. How horrible was that? What if I told you like our life isn't that much different? It seems more serious, of course. It's not just a game. But a lot of our life on a psychological level is exactly like that. It's like we have a position, we have an idea that we're so invested in. And if it doesn't go, that story doesn't play out the way we're creating a story, like I want this year to go in this way, or I wish my business was doing better, and this is the way the story I wanted, and it's not working out that way, and all that sort of thing. Or my life's not working out the way I want to. And I had this narrative of the way it should be by now. I'm whatever age, most of you are probably at least, minimum 30s, mostly 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, maybe 90s. I don't know if we have anybody in their 90s here. But we have, people are older, and we've been in this game for a while, right? It's like, come on, it's time to be done with this whole mind game that we play with ourselves all the time, even every day, a lot of us are playing this mind game with ourselves. Boy, it'll be a really good day if these things happen, right? If these things go well in my business, then, if this happens and that happens, I get these leads and then I'll get these customers, or if I put out these emails and this product will sell, or if I put myself into this, then that'll happen. And it's all very linear. It's all very like, we get here by doing these and those things, then we get this X result. What if I told you that although all that can work and be spectacularly weaved into an incredible story of manifestation and sales and everything, that it's not necessarily the most enlightened way to do it. It's not necessarily the most efficient way to do it. And that there's a much more powerful, profound way to gain new customers, clients, that's more joyful, much easier, and more automatic when we remember who we are, reclaim our divine sovereignty, and let it happen. So I'm going to tell you some stories that'll help you to understand what I'm talking about. So have you found yourself in situations where you're really struggling with something, and then you're like, oh, I just can't take it one more day. I can't deal with this situation. And then like in a short order, like everything changed, and all of a sudden you did start seeing a change in that area of your life. Has that ever happened even once for you? I'm sure it has. I mean, for most people that's happened probably more than once, right? Something, it could even be smaller things, but whatever it is, oh my God, this is an impossible situation, it'll never work out. And then, we'll just say source drops an answer right in your lap. You're like, oh my God, what a glorious story of what's unfolded. And we're so grateful. We're so happy for what's unfolded. We're just, oh, thank you. Thank you, God. And then we might come up with the story, true or not, that we created. Oh, I must have created this somehow. It's about me, and I lined this thing up for myself. So all interesting, all these stories we tell. If you're like in sales, for example, if you find like, man, they all say do these consults or get in front of people, make offers, yet I keep talking to people, no one's signing up lately, or not enough people sign up, or they all say they can't afford it or whatever. And that's the narrative that it's like this game you're playing, and in the game, the story is this is how it's going. But we forget it's just a story. It's just a story. You say, but it's facts, that's what happened. But I've got to tell you again, we're all in a dream and it's just a story. This deep awakening that I'm bringing you into here, you wake up from the game and you begin to realize, I'm just playing a game. So there's no absolute right or wrong to the game, but it is a game. And when we can wake up from that game, we get to realize the beauty of everything. When things seem like they're not working out, that wow, how amazing this is, this experience of like, I'm being crushed right now, or other people are being crushed, like people you love and you care about, you want to help your clients, your customers, your family, or whoever it may be, but in this case we're talking about the people we want to help. They're being crushed, they need this help, but I just can't seem to get it to them, or none of them say they can afford it, or they all say it's not the right time, or all this stuff. So it's a story, and then what we often do is we say, it must be the marketplace. It must be, this whole thing that's going on in the world. And after all, it was a Mercury retrograde, and there was one of these and one of those. And I don't know, this other psychic said this. And then, I read this other thing, and then I watched this video, and they said this, and I got this attunement, and then I realized this. And it's all very fascinating, right? And then there are all the reasons why things are as they are, is a justification of why my sales aren't going so well and why I am in so much unnecessary suffering right now. Well, it's tough right now, and it's the way it is. But it's still just a game. No matter what phase we're in, it's still just a game. So it's important to realize, okay, the game will not end until you decide that you want the old game to end and that you want to experience something new. Either to go to no more sense of a game, even though you're in the physical, you're probably experiencing it as a game at one level or another. I think that probably resonates for a number of you. Again, I'm not here to demean the precious sacredness of life. I'm just here to say there's in fact, I feel like I'm glorifying it by saying that it's playful. It is a game. it has a sense of drama and seriousness. It's so precious and meaningful. And that's so true, and yet it's still a game. It's still a game we're playing here in the physical. So now, how does this turn into anything that's going to help you make more sales? How is it practical? How does it deepen your awakening? Well, think about the people you've been meeting with lately. How, if you've been on one of these runs, or the last time you had a run when like everybody you're talking to said, no, I'm not working with you. I can't, for whatever all the reasons were. And often they all gave you the same reasons or similar reasons. How did you respond? Did you give up? Did you stop marketing for a while? Did you just say, like, I don't know what the heck's going on. Why should I even bother right now? Maybe now's not a good time. After all, they say the stars, the sun, and the moon is in the right position today, so I won't bother. And I'm not saying those aren't reasons not. I'm not saying not to play the game you want to play it. I mean, you can play the game any way you want. I'm just saying, do you want to keep playing the game that way? Or do you want to start a new game? Or just say, hey, I'm done with all the psychological games that I play on myself all the time. I just want to be fully in the moment. I just want to show up in full service. And whatever happens, happens. But I'm going to give myself fully to the moment. I'm not going to allow another moment to slip without me putting my full presence into it. Rather than sitting here having conversations and concepts about what's going on, what might not be going on, rather than just focusing on a moment to help more people, to nurture myself, to have the fun life I want, whatever it is, but to immerse yourself in the present and to let go of all the stories and allow yourself to experience the radiance that you are, and let that guide you to reach out to a friend and say, hey, I'm up to this. Do you know anybody that's interested? Hey, I would love it if you would promote me. I would love it if you would interview me to your people on Facebook or whatever it is, just to follow your inspiration rather than have this big concept about what you need to do. You better get your marketing launch together. Get those JV partners. Do these ads. Do this. Do that. All the things that. Again, it's a story. Okay, here's the story. Here's how this old game, it's already old the minute it's already been tried, right? It's an old game. We could use it. I'm not saying it's wrong. I'm just saying it's an old game. If you want to be about these stale old games, because for a lot of you creative people, they just feel like stale old games. Oh, that's a good playbook. Let's try that. What if, like, you look at the nature of life, you look at the nature, heck, of even if you do watch football, the nature of the NFL, some things stay the same, but there's a constant evolution of life, a constant evolution of the game. Things don't stay the same. If you stay the same, you're going to get your ass kicked, when it comes to in life, really. If you stay the same, you keep doing the same game, you're going to get your ass kicked, because it kicks your ass so you'll wake up. So you'll finally wake up to who you really are, to the real, deeper truth. What is that deeper truth? It's beyond words. It's the radiance that you are. And just allowing yourself to realize having a great time doing what it is that you want to be doing is paramount. It's one of the top things. And just really experiencing the spaciousness of freedom, who you are. Claiming your sovereignty is all about that. It's realizing the infinite space that you are is what it's all about. It's just being in that infinite space, and what emerges from it, to enjoy it, whether it looks like sour or sweet, it looks like joy or sadness. What happens though is you orient yourself to that space, you experience more of the sweetness in everything, therefore you feel more joy and bliss in all things. So it doesn't matter, oh my God, the dog died. Okay, wow, I'm devastated. Yet you could see it from a higher perspective and say, how beautiful is this? I feel so much love. I even feel, if I'm honest, I know I'm not supposed to feel this way, I feel a sense of joy and relief that this transition's taking place at this time. That happens. That's there for us. People celebrate people's deaths in certain cultures, right? So whatever it is, no matter how serious it is, certain things are very tough on the psyche, right? We're not necessarily going to be like, yay for that, right? I get it, but like, they're still within the realm of a game when you look at it deeply. When you get past all the psychological, oh no, I'll kill you if you think that, oh, I'll cancel you, you say that one thing, right? Isn't there like a time bomb going in at so many people? If they do that one thing, but isn't that how a lot of us grew up? We grew up with a sense of authority over us. If we get it wrong, smack, you're going to get it one way or another, even if it's just with words, which words often feel much more punishing than any physical action, right? Boom, we're going to get you for that, you know? We're going to get you for that. So it's like a ruler over your head all the time. But what if you've created the game that there's someone there with a ruler about to smack you if you get it wrong? What if it's just a story? Now, I think all of you here are awake enough to know that it really is ultimately a story. I think you are, even if you don't immediately say yes to that. Like, wait a minute, keep thinking, be with it, just be in presence. Oh, yeah, that is. That's just a story. What if there is no ruler right over your head about to smack you? What if the truth is you are infinite space, and that when you come from infinite space and you evolve yourself in the full presence that's here now, you end the game entirely, that anything is possible. And I can tell you for a fact that's true, because I've experienced times where I had sales where I meet with 10 people in a row. I mean, it could even be more than that. And they're all saying, no, I'm not joining you. I'm not doing this. I can't work with you right now. Right? And then my mind will come up with a story that says, oh, wow, this is really bad. What happened? Like, how's my marketing screwed up? What did I do wrong? Oh, that's going to lead to consequences. I was supposed to gain some new clients to hit my goals or my intentions, or, because I've created this game for myself, right? But when you drop the game, you just bring your full self into it, you start seeing that there aren't those limits on you anymore. You're focused. Yes, maybe there's a focus towards an outcome. Yes, of course, I want to help people, so I want new clients. I would love to experience financial freedom so that I can do more of the things that I just would naturally want to do, but then my story always is I don't have the money, right? So to allow yourself to thrive and prosper so that within that infinite space, within that infinite connection, all things can become possible for you right now. That you can experience the things that would delight you most when you drop the stories and you allow yourself to be in that presence. Now, I will say this, your mind loves stories, right? So if you're going to come up with stories if the mind wants to keep creating stories, you want to allow, your mind's going to come up with thoughts anyway, right? So if you're going to come up with thoughts, I always say, they may as well be positive, right? That's why there are so many motivational people out there that say, okay, let's get focused on the positive and train your mind to the positive and all that sort of thing. Absolutely, because if you're going to have thoughts, they may as well be uplifting, right? They may as well be uplifting. I'm not saying there's not space to have other thoughts, because sometimes we have those thoughts so we can investigate those thoughts, those lower vibration, and then see from a higher perspective, and then we can raise up. So it's not like, okay, squash all those energies, squash all those thoughts. They're going to come up. Maybe you investigate them. Maybe you take a look at them. But if you're going to train your mind, you want to do that, then train it towards the positive. Otherwise, focus yourself primarily like a meditation. Your life is a meditation. When you experience your life increasingly as a meditation, you'll find grace and ease and miracles happen, become more of the norm, become more of the ordinary thing. Again, I always use Eckhart Tolle as an example. He's just in this space, and even when he saw little results from his work at every single level, like how many students, money, and all those things, as he stayed in an infinite space, he could sense something big that wanted to come in. You sense something big. You sense something world-changing, so to speak, wants to come through, whatever you want to call it. Feels big, right? It's a game-changing sort of thing, right? We're going to change up the game because it's so powerful to you, this sense of what it is. You may have stories around it that may or may not be true, but there's a sense of something that wants to happen. And so when you're connected in this presence and you have that sense of that bigness, you don't have to be concerned if even that thing's going to ever happen. In fact, the less you focus on it, the less you concern yourself with it. I believe just the opposite of what's taught. I think it becomes even more increasingly possible for it to come to you and to come with ease. So when you stop focusing and, we got to figure it out. Boom. 3D, 4D, 3D, 4D. Let's get it done. When you're in the higher vibrational energy of presence and a higher dimensional energy that comes in with that, also everything gets provided. and it delights you. It will delight you. So when you're focused in your business, and getting back to increasing sales, awaken sales, when you're tuning into your life right now and you're just being present, I'm just constantly, what do I give myself to in this moment? I write things down. I have things focused in my marketing and sales. I've got those things around, right? But they're subject to change, and I just stay in this presence. So let's say I talked to 10 people and they all said no, they didn't want to work with me. I know that at some point there's going to be an abundance, a flow of clients like I've never seen before, perhaps coming in, because it always works that way. I know after 15 years, that's how it works. That's how it works. I know that if there's a lull in business, there's a lull in sales, that there's something to delight in that. And the more we can embrace it, in fact, the opposite of what we reflexively do, if we can embrace it and we can be at peace with it and take our power back, hold our power, be in our power, the answer can come into us then. We can just ask for the answer and it will be given. Like in the lightest, easiest way when we let it be. Now, you do need to show up and show up in the way that would feel most vibrant and radiant to you. If you're acting in ways that are weird or different or not your true nature, of course, no matter how much you allow yourself to be at peace with everything, you experience peace, but you may not see new results. But the main thing is to be in that place of peace, be in that sense of connection, because the results just automatically generate from that place. I see it in my business. Again, I've talked about endless times, those magical 8 weeks of tennis. I should come up with a new tennis story maybe, but I've had times when I go to win in tennis and I'm focused hard on it. I'm going to win these matches, and when I really focus, it works. But then it's hard, and it's fun, but it's hard. And then I'll focus, and sales are the same way. Everything I'm saying about tennis, sales works the same way. Or I could be focused on, man, I just want to be really in this moment playing tennis. I just really want to be in this moment with this person, this amazing being I'm with right now, in this conversation. Yes, it ultimately is going towards the possibility of them working with me, but I just want to be in this space with them right now. That's what I'm focused on. And when you bring structure into that, as well, that makes it more effective. That can be really golden. But even if you just focus your presence, sometimes that can even be more profound. That can be even more simple. There's not just one answer to this, but as we end the games, we end the idea the way it should be, and we allow it to be the way it just would delight us to be, from the spaciousness, from the energy. We're just having fun with it, and our intent is to be present and to keep learning from every single moment. Oh, I'm noticing, I'm picking up on these things because I'm relaxed, I'm connected, I'm having fun, I'm in presence. So I know that this potential client is needing me to say they're worth it right now. Like, you're worth it. You're worth it. You ought to invest in yourself. And that I have the confidence to say that because I'm sensing that's just what they need, not because I'm trying to get anything, and because I'm here to serve. God hasn't put us together for no reason. These conversations don't exist for no reason, right? These opportunities for these conversations don't exist for no reason. So what am I to say to bless this person's life right now? Whether they ever hire me or not, what is it that wants to come through me? What is it that I need to share this week to my email list? What do I need to share to my Facebook group? Whatever it is, just to offer those things, to share those things. What's really up for you? For me, it was a fun thing like end of regulation. That just kind of channeled through me. I'm like, okay, let's go with it. Sounds like fun. It was really simple. It's not that I have to get in my head and get highly strategic and go to my 30 bullet points, everything I should cover with my tribe. And once we cover all these points and we do it this way and that way, they become clients. That doesn't work for very many people, and usually it doesn't sustain itself too. At some point, it doesn't work anymore, even these little, very logical systems. So what we want to do instead is, again, come from that infinite presence, trust what's true for us. That's the message I wanted to bring to you guys today. And also do our usual. I didn't even set up. I got so into it. Or it can do some scanning for you and all that good stuff. Thank you for all your comments. I see Janet, Margaret, hello. Melanie, hello. Yeah, cold here too. The cold there in Iowa, yep. Agree that we can tell ourselves another story, just one story after another. Just keep going. Having so much fun doing me. Yes, people have been reaching out because they want some of what I got. That's right. You got it going on. You got the party going on. People that are the right fit for you want that. Other people might say, "Hey, I don't jive with you. You know, you're kind of different," or that. I've gotten that plenty. The more I don't care, the more people have been reaching out. Exactly. The more you don't care and you just are into having a good time, the more you are irresistible to the people that are meant to be with you. You're party players, right? They're like, "Oh my God, yeah, you're my soulmate, my soulmate tribe, or tribe mate or whatever." I don't know. They feel it, they know it. Ooh la la, you're being yourself. Finally, now let's get together and have a good time. You're having a good time, now I want to have a good time, because that's really what it's all about. All these things I've done, creating these businesses, and it's like all this money and impact, everything. Honestly, one of the number one thing I think people valued being in groups with me over the years is they were having a good time. They're just like, we're having such a good time. We want to keep this party going. And yeah, it included things like learning energy scanning and sales and all this stuff. And it happened to include spiritual awakening and all this stuff. Clear my money blocks, clear my past life traumas, be the healer that I am, all this stuff. Really, it's just all about, like, I got to have such a good time. I'm continuing to have a better time than I used to, because I realize that's what it's really about. And that's a big thing that we can translate to people through our work, is like, hey, enjoy your life, get present, like just your way of being, to immerse people in that way of being, no matter what the content is that you're focused on. Hi there, Lisa. Both Lisas. Okay. See, both Lisas, hello. Bless and release. Absolutely. Bless all. There is no resistance. There is no concern about what people think when you're present. There's no concern. There's no thought like, oh my God, do they like me or not? Am I good enough? Am I enough? Am I going to make money? Am I going to make it? Am I going to survive? When you're present, there's no such thoughts. They don't exist. And if they don't exist when you're present, do they actually really exist? Do they actually really exist? In other words, do they exist in any true reality, in the deepest true reality? Do they exist? Those things really exist? No, they don't. They're not truly real in that regard. Oh, in your imagination, they're completely real. In the sense of your circumstance, your story about the circumstance, totally real. But I even say that people look at their bank accounts. Here's a tip for your sales. People, again, it depends on the person and what energy I'm in and what's fun for me at that time. But it's like when people say I don't have any money, I mean, what do you mean you don't have any money? Everybody's got money. Money is your connection with source. So yeah, I understand you're saying you don't see it in your bank account. I see you don't have the credit cards or the credit line or whatever. But don't tell me you don't have money. Everybody has money. Everybody has money. Everybody has connection with source, which means everybody has connections with that source that just produce everything, and we're connected with each other. And even the substance that we call money, other people have, and you have access to those people. Those people will give you money in so many different ways when you're finally open to it. Money can be just dropped right on your doorstep today for you to receive out of the blue. New clients out of the blue. By the way, we're transmitting this. If this feels good to you, you're saying yes to that right now. And already it's happening. Already it's happening. My car doesn't start today. Well, you like that story? You want a new one? I want my car to start now. Great, have that story. I didn't even have to take it to the mechanic. All I had to do was just decide it was going to work, and then it did. It'll happen. Oh, all I had to do is decide that I wanted to experience, new clients this week, and all of a sudden I had 2 or 3 new clients. Daniel told me to do this thing, like just decide you're going to have it, and don't even worry about how. Just bring yourself into the intention and just have fun letting it happen. Just decide it is. Just, it's going to be fun. 2 or 3 new clients this week. Whatever it is. So Melanie says, yes, right? Okay. Well, I get more and more carried away lately. I used to only talk for 10 minutes to get started on this thing. So would anybody, yeah, I'm kind of ranting. So is there anybody, rather than do the group scan, I gotten so carried away here. Is there anybody that would like, yes, it's going to be fun to be of that mindset. We don't want to be feeling heavy all the time and triple guessing ourselves all the time. Just to be done with that. I don't care about any of the outcomes and results anymore. Like, if you even have, a lot of us need to get to that place. I don't even care about all that. The only outcome I care about is that I feel good, I'm having a good time, and I'm going to let all the results come from that. Yes, of course, I desire those things, but I don't care if they happen or not anymore. Yes, I totally desire them, but I don't care anymore. I just want to have a good time. I just want to do my thing. I just want to be out of the box doing my thing. Yes, I might want to learn from teachers. It's interesting. They have things to share with me. Like, I teach energy scanning, and this, you're going to do this thing. You're going to download. You're finally going to, know how to do those chakra scans and everything. And you're going to get sales, and, you're going to party out with the high-end clients and everything. Hey, that sounds great. Then that's part of your maybe your soundtrack, right? Oh, I want that. I want to get in there and create my soundtrack from Daniel's training. Great. But maybe there's something else going on within you that you just need to let sing through you. Or maybe there's something else going on that you want to pay attention to create your opus, right? Whatever it is, to just go with that. Just show up. So much of it's just showing up. Melanie says, thank you. Appreciate your insights. Lisa says it's okay for you to get carried away. Actually, listen to me. Yeah, I get that. I know. I'm just having, see, I'm being an example today. I'm just having a good time, just going on and on. For every person that's like, oh my God, just give me more. I love this. This energy's great. There's people who listen to me talk like this and be like, this guy's just rambling. What the hell's he talking about? And they're going to go run the other way. And I'm just so grateful. I just don't really even care anymore. I don't even, see, when you're connected, you don't care anymore. When you're not connected, you're in your head and you're in your pain body, of course you care. Everything is crushing you and it's all horrible and so nasty and just so contracted, right? And we allow ourselves to just drop out of that game, the 3D, 4D game. Oh my God, I don't quit. Are we going to make it? Are we going to make it happen? Oh my God. Well, how about just, what do you want to have fun with? Your infinite power, your infinite creativity, your infinite intelligence. What just wants to happen through me? I don't even care what it is. Source will give you the clue. You'll think it's you downloading it, but it's just Source is just speaking to you. Hey, you're going to have a good time if you, here's the good time you're going to have. Oh, okay. Like, you don't even have to say yes most of the time. You'll just have an inkling of something. You might say yes to. You might be like, oh, that's interesting. And then it'll just happen. That's the 5D beyond world. I'm almost tired of saying 5D and beyond because so many people are using it, right? And we're not all talking exactly the same language. We're all talking a little different, similar. So, any energy, hey, it'd be fun to do some energy scans if everybody wanted a little tuning in today. I see everybody commenting here. Fun. You may choose to create and enjoy an amazing day as you continue to make positive difference. Thank you, Melanie. You're always so awesome with your comments. All of you, and let's see, just follow your bliss. Absolutely, Melanie would love one. Follow your joy, path of life we want. Yes, I love. Just decide. I'm gonna have a good time. This is what's gonna happen. While I'm having a good time, this is what's gonna happen. I'm just gonna have a good time. Oh my God, if I'm having a good time, then what's just happening? We do it backwards. Okay, what needs to happen in order for me to have a good time? Oh boy, well, I need to make at least $300,000 this year. Oh, I feel so heavy. Oh, but we're going to have a really good time doing it, though, right? Oh, sure. I want to cry. I just feel so heavy. They do it the opposite. But that's the motivation. People say, train your mind. You're going to make it happen. It's the fulfillment will come when you claim your destiny. I'm going to make it happen, and I'm going to be so happy when it happens. And you get there, oh, mother made me did all that stuff. Oh, I'm exhausted. Oh, there's another summit. I'll be even happier when I get there. No. When you already are just in a state of, I'm going to have an amazing time. And when I'm having an amazing time, what am I just naturally experiencing? What am I doing? What's happening? ¿Qué pasa? That's 5D and beyond. All right. Yeah, that's old. That's right, Lisa. All right, that's old. That's other stuff. You're gonna make it happen. It's the only way it works. Focus. Focus. Only focus. Then we'll be happy. Maybe it can happen. Okay, no. Not only that. Okay, not at all. It's all about your state. All about enjoying your life. Okay, finally got to the point that it's my responsibility to connect with the people that I can help, not just for me. Huge shifts, inner wisdom, getting charge marketing. I've changed a lot. It would be cool to see the difference from the beginning. It would be cool to see the difference from the beginning of the challenges. Curious. Okay. I'm not sure. Maybe I could look at that later. Let me do the scans because I'm not quite clear on what you're saying yet. Okay, so we've had a couple of scan requests. I just need to figure out. Okay, Melanie. And just check it again. And then we have, I think Lisa too, right? I don't know. Trying to follow this. Yeah. Okay. Let's do Melanie first. Let's see what I'm getting. What's there's something that's got a hold on you as far as like living into the energy that we're talking about. Let's see what that is. And okay. Not sure if she's still here or not. I thought she said she might be leaving. Let's give her something real quick. Okay. And they're showing me, they're like, have a treat, enjoy yourself. There's this idea that if we treat ourselves, whether it's food or something else, like, man, if I really enjoy this thing, if I really get into it, again, maybe it's going to end. Maybe something beyond my control is going to take it away. Then there goes my joy, right? I plugged myself in it, then it didn't work, or got taken away. Okay. All right. So, all right. So the answer for you and everyone with that going on, because it's sort of a group scan too with that one, doesn't matter. Just decide to have a good time no matter what's unfolding. Oh, we got nothing to eat, whatever. This is so interesting, right? This is so amazing. Oh my God, I feel so much sense of suffering. I'm so hungry. Oh, I'm just going to give myself to source and surrender. Must be a deeper surrender that wants to happen or something, right? And then believe it or not, things will either just come to you, you'll just be guided to just move in a certain direction because you're just so surrendered and just so embracing what's happening, even though your mind will be like, but this is hard. Yeah, of course that'll show up. You just be like, oh, what are you trying to tell me? Oh, just relax, surrender some more. All right, okay. Whatever it says, right? Okay. Yeah, it's definitely, I know you're all about working with the brain and part. There's a big part of, I know it's part of what you do a big time. But again, you're an infinite space. And so the more you can start your own self, your own orientation of yourself from that big space, I feel you will start translating this, if you don't already, more and more to your clients. You're this big space. Your brain is part of that, though, part of this whole thing that's going on. But and that's really important. But let's start with the idea that you're this infinite space. And that even correlates to the brain in this or that way. Then you can talk about that, right? So it feels important for you to talk about, because otherwise you get too bogged down in your head. Everything gets too heavy, too streamlined, even though you can be very creative, have tons of ideas. It's too heavy, it's too limited, it's too narrow, it's too compact. Okay. Yeah. Just deepen in meditation is one of the other messages. Play just to play. There's more of a play just to play, doing more of that. These are nice little prescriptions if they feel true for you. Okay. Give it away. There's things that you just need to delegate and give away. There's so much. Okay, no, I'm letting go of that one too. Oh my God, could I possibly let that go? Oh, I could never let that go. Okay. Releasing the idea you're going to, betray something you've agreed to, Okay, these agreements, if you choose to, Melanie, if you're listening now or through replay, okay, these agreements that I've been creating suffering for me, okay, they're null and void today. You know, at soul level, I've got the lesson, which is what all these agreements are about ultimately. There's a lesson for me to get, apparently. I may have created my own lesson. I'm saying the lesson's done because I just feel like it's time for it to be done. I'm not meant to be with this lesson forever, and you're going to get a hallelujah yes to that from your spirit when you say yes to that. You're not going to get like, oh, you messed it up. Like, that's your conditioning saying stuff like that. So let go. You're done with that. Be done with that. That opens the space to these new agreements, new sales, and new opportunities. I hope this makes some sense to you, what I'm saying. Okay, so Lisa, let's go to, Deborah is still here. Okay. Hi, Deborah. Okay, let's go to, let's go to Lisa now. All right. Okay. They're showing me like you're sitting on an egg, and you're like, it's gonna hatch one of these days. I'm so excited. I can't wait. Okay, so can't wait. I don't know if you're literally saying that, but that's what the energy, what's coming through. Okay. Oh my God, what's living in that egg? What's my? It's like kind of like, what's my baby gonna be like? You know, I wonder what color and like this kind of feeling comes through. So what if the perspective I'm picking up on and give to you, what if you are the thing in the egg? In other words, you are the being, you are the essence of that. So you are the blue cuckoo bird, or I'm not demeaning, whatever bird you want, I don't care, but I just that word came to me. So you are that bird, okay? You are that bird. Like for those of you who feel like you're cuckoo, I think that's why that came through. Cuckoo, you think you're cuckoo, or you're the dodo bird sometimes, or whatever. Like, or others say you are, like, or you're to this, or you're to that, whatever it is. Okay, whatever people have said you're too much of. All right. So whatever that is, like, okay, fine. Then okay, I'm going to embrace that idea that I have been that. It's not, a lot of it isn't essentially who you are, but like this thing that's being birthed. Let's get back to that. Okay. So embracing those qualities. If it feels like, man, what do you need to embrace that? Maybe you need to embrace that you're a little cuckoo. What does that mean? It means you're madly brilliant. You have so many incredible insights and inspirations and downloads for people, bring people into whole new conceptual realms of what's available and possible to them. Like, that's what I'm getting for you and others too. I keep seeing the dolphins, and I know we've had conversations. I don't know if you ever brought up the dolphins with me, but I just see that that's so precious to you, the energy of dolphins, and like this connection with what all that connects with, right? It doesn't feel appropriate to talk about it today, but like they're saying, like, embrace all these aspects of yourself. And that energy I'm pointing to, again, it's taking you out of the 3D and 4D stuff. Like, oh, well, I think maybe this, I think maybe that. It gets you into, we're just doing our thing, we're having a good time just doing our thing. We're just doing our thing. We communicate telepathically. We don't need the encumbrance of always talking verbally. Embracing telepathic communication. That's a higher level order of communication that isn't, okay, we're communicating now, or typing it out or whatever. You've got this telepathic communication, this communication that's happening with the dolphins, with other people, that they get connected with that energy. They start receiving the signals that they need. Yeah. So there's something about all that that's really delicious and important for you. Oh, it's cuckoo to have these ideas. Okay. Great. Perfect. Embrace the cuckoo bird. Okay. Like I had to embrace my nerd, like until I embraced my nerd, again, that was a sticking point. Oh, I'll call him a nerd, and he's going to feel bad about himself. Okay, no. Then finally I was able to embrace it. It transformed me. It transformed me to know, like, yes, you're different, you're smart, you're got these cool gifts that you got to share with the world, and hey, that's really cool, actually. Why are you taking it as a downside, right? Why not be cuckoo? It gets me out of my head finally. I can finally be myself. I'm always have a story that this idea, this quality of being cuckoo is like negative. I want to be crazy as hell, so to speak, or crazy as heaven. A lot of you could embrace this one, yes. Thank you. Okay, that's what wants to be shared there. And Melanie says, so powerful, applicable, appreciated. Releasing agreements, done. Okay, play to play. Open the big space. Serve with mind, heart, and spirit. Know that money and abundance flowed to me and through me so much lighter. Thank you, Dan. I'm so grateful to share with you. Awesome. All right, everybody. So I'm going to go ahead and round us off today with a prayer. There's not one way to do this, folks. Sometimes I will bring trainings. Hey, you could be doing this or that. But hey, this is just another way you could be doing it, right? Sometimes I'll bring those things. But more so, I like bringing these things about your way of being, because it will lead you to all the specific strategies, tactics for sales. I do deep dive training. I can be as analytical as anybody in sales and be like, I have to look through sales conversations. I have people have me review. I say, 11:02. This is what you said to your prospective client, and this is what I would prefer you had it said. I do all this, the architecting things. There is a practical thing. And what I talked about today when you're really immersed in it, transcend all these rules, all these concepts of what you should be doing. It absolutely does. Now, you need to be fully in it. Otherwise, you still may not see a change out there, but you focus on the change you want to experience just in here. It's all in here. There is no out there. It's all in here. Remember, it's all in here. And then you'll experience sanity finally. Okay. And a quick promo. I gotta do a quick promo. It's such a pro. I hope I didn't ruin any profound moments here. My quick promo is just that, if you still would like to spend more time with me and consider this energy scan training and getting high-end clients and have all this fun together with me, feel free to message me right after this broadcast and let's have a chat. It has to be really soon, like tonight. But, if you want to do that with me, if you want to talk about having more fun together with me, reach out to me, all right? Reach out. Okay. All right. I'm going to leave it there on that. And then let's do a quick prayer to really ground and land everything that came through today. So let's take that nice deep breath then. In through your nose, up through your crown chakra, up through our higher self, up to love, light, source, energy, up into the all in all. And as you exhale through your mouth, let this energy come back down through our higher self, down through your crown chakra, down through all your chakras, through your body, through your work field, down through your feet, down through your root chakra, down to the core of the earth. So I speak these words, and they I am for everyone to listen to my voice. As I recognize God, love, light, source, spirit is all there is. I'm grateful that the vibrant life that I've been seeking has always been right here. It's always been right here within me. And so I'm grateful to know that within me I can experience all of heaven on earth within me today. So I allow myself to experience the infinite presence in my energetic body, my heart, and into infinity from that place, into all realms, all higher realms and higher dimensions, and embracing this entire realm and even the underworld and everything. So I embrace it all, know it's all just a lovely light playground, light grid playground ultimately. I get to experience the juiciness of all of it, the sense of the highs, the lows, and the oohs, ahs. Know that I can have fun with it, that I can start with the place of I'm having a good time. I'm having a good time. When I'm having a good time, what is it I'm in the mood for now? What's my intuition telling me now? Where am I guided next? Where am I going next? Oh, but wait a minute. You got the money for it? Oh, God, where is the money, man? Wait a minute. If I'm having a good time, what am I doing? Okay, that's what I'm having a good time. All right. Ground, land, be in the present. Allow that to happen then. Okay, money happens all by itself as I just allow that what delights me financially and otherwise the flow in my life. Okay, this is what would feel amazing for my sales right now. This is something way better. I'm open to huge surprises, just like on my birthday when I don't know what I'm going to get, but I have an idea, but I don't really know, and then I get surprises, and I'm one of those to have the surprises be amazing this birthday. This birthday, this day of the birth on this day, of me waking up more fully and deeply than ever before, on a deeper and deeper level. I'm willing to have incredible new presence upon presence come into my life, knowing the presence itself is the only true present. And yet I'm willing to experience these other presents as well if it's part of the fun. If not, it's okay. It's all well. So I do so, I know that I'm deepening my awakening. I know I'm increasing my sales because I'm coming from that play of play and delight and letting it all flow. So from that place, I'm grateful to land with it. Let it be well. Let it be vibrant and pure and incredible fun. And know that from that place, I can be naughty or nice and all that stuff, and know that it really, the center of me is just pure love, pure divine, and I'm experiencing loving all of myself in the process, all my humanity, all my divinity, and all within everything. For I know all is a reflection of simply my own inner consciousness. As I let it be so, it's already accomplished, and I'm thriving as a result. Thank you, God, and so it is. Okay. All right. Namaste play. All right. I love that. All right. Yes, Lisa. Grateful to share with you. Thank you. All right, everybody. Good to see you all here. Hello, Kelsey. I look forward to being with you again next week for another exciting episode, right? Awaken Sales. I'll see you at 3 p.m. Central next week. So grateful to have been with you today. Enjoy the rest of your day and week. See you next time, everyone. Goodbye for now.